let's say you want to rotate around a particular subject. I'm just going to click on this character. To focus on this character, navigating within this, let's say using this and navigating all the way like this, might be a bit challenging. So you can tap the F key to focus on the character, and with the character being in focus, you can hold the Shift key, and now we can rotate around this character. This subject will turn to our point of rotation. Yeah, and here we can deal with the context, the paths, the camera measure tool, and the align tool. Here we can deal with the vegetation, the localization, and the weather. Now this works in a very different way, which means that if you haven't gotten an image saved, you can have access to all of this. Yeah, you can have access to all of this. Within this part, we can change how much clouds we want to get, and we can go back and change how much sun we want to have inside our scene and all that. But once you have an image saved, let's say you come here and you create a new image, automatically you no longer have access to this thing. You no longer have access. The only time you're going to have access to it is when you click on this menu and you hit the delete button, and then you can come back and have access to it. The reason is because when you have this object, when you have this image created, TwinMotion gives you the ability to change all of this relatively to the image which you're creating. So let's say I need rainfall in this particular image 1, and I want to create another image, and I don't need rainfall in that image. I can simply come over to this image, go over to the weather, and switch it all the way back to a nice sunny sky. And if I switch, I can now have an image with rainfall and an image without rainfall. So that is why you no longer have access to the localization, weather, and lighting once you have your image saved. Other things that you can see here is the third button here, which has to do with exporting of images. So if you want to export a certain image, you can just click here and select the image which you want to export. So I want to export image 2 or image 3. I can click there and export the image. There's also another node which we have here that has to do with every single element that we have. So basically I call here the inspector bar, which simply means it's more like an outliner. You can choose to select or view stuff based on the filters that exist. So let's say if I select characters, I can see all of the characters that I have inside of my scene. I can take all of them out and I can push them back all the way in, and I can switch back to object and I can get to see all the objects I have, and so on and so forth. Hi, before you click the next video on the top right corner of the screen, if you like what you've just seen, click on the like button and hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on notifications so that you get updates next time we upload a new video.